Well, I've gone ahead to see very many people into the comment section asking me to really bring you an update about Gabriel Martinelli and Bukayo Saka, why they're really taken off. And the most worrying bit of it all is how Martinelli was taken off the field of play when Arsenal was playing the side of what's the side that Arsenal went ahead with annihilate last time? Last night it was Sheffield down at the Bremer Lane, and we're here to bring you all that in detail. Arteta speaking from the manager's side of view. Nicolas Jackson of Chelsea coming in through and really saying these goals are not enough. I need to really get in more and more and more and more goals. And lastly, we are going to talk about Ortega on how he really wants out of Man City because he believes he's not getting enough playing time. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, yesterday was really a very good game. Arsenal went ahead to close down on Liverpool and Man City at the Bremer Lane after that win that was really very convincing. It came in early, 15 minutes, 3 goals, halftime 5-0. Arsenal have gone ahead obviously become what we call the 4 or 5 goal winning champions. You know, they are really champions and they're really doing that. The moment they continue putting that into their mind, a lot will really go on in their way. Let's call in for smashing the like button close to 300 times. Don't forget to subscribe. How do you subscribe? Lower right bottom corner is the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe, then hit the notification bell. And we thank Allah and the Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum. They've told me that 8 days from now, your holy month of Ramadan is going to start. And for the Christians, it's the period of Lent that is really ending on the 31st of this month. Now, where should we start from? Let's obviously start off from Bukayo Saka and Martinelli. Arteta came out and really issued a very huge update after these players were really injured. He said Saka was feeling a little bit sick, and well, we have Fabio, who we have to give minutes. It was a great opportunity for us, and then we had a little issue with Gabriel Martinelli as well. He had a slight cut on his foot, and we have to wait and see how he is. Now, it looks like a very big blow for Arsenal, but I don't think that these players are really going to be missed. Arsenal has very many players, you people, and when you see how many are really coming in through, I don't see the reason as to why any Arsenal fan will get worried about Bukayo Saka and Martinelli. If you're having Gabriel Jesus back, you are having Trossard, you're having Fabio Vieira, Emily Smith-Rowe, that team can come in through, even if without Saka or Martinelli, and really beat them. But for Bukayo Saka, what you'll miss is his consistency. That he has gone ahead to really get involved in almost 9 goals. He has gone ahead to score 8 and put in, I think, 2 assists, you know, ever since he scored against the team of Nottingham. That is Saka for you. And yesterday would have gone ahead, obviously, get himself on target if it was not the crossbar that denied him to really score that goal. And all you'll miss in him is that he's really going to come out and really miss out competitiveness. But I don't think that it's all about him being ill. It's about the manager really resting him, because he knows that they're really having a very huge game to play next week on Tuesday as they host FC Porto at their stadium. So even in the game of Brentford, if Arsenal really scores early, you're going to see to it that Arteta will take off this guy, because the game they're going to play against FC Porto might obviously go into extra time, because if Arsenal win by 1-0 or 2-1 or 3-2, that goal obviously, or that game obviously goes to extra time, because the away goals rule no longer counts into this game. You're supposed to really win by a huge margin of goals, and that will really put you exactly to the position where you want to be. So that is exactly what Arteta was really trying to let us know about the side of Bukayo Saka. But Bukayo Saka is really in elite form. He's having 13 Premier League goals and 7 assists. Obviously, already in the mix as a player, and I really love him. I've gone ahead to see a click of Arsenal fans and say, Rokani, you have a personal vendetta onto Bukayo Saka. No way. I don't have a personal vendetta onto this, because when he really performs well, I'll tell you that he performs well. And I know why you people are really thinking like that, because you want me to come out and really tell you that he is better than Phil Foden. I won't come out and say it, because at the back of your mind you also know it that Phil Foden is better than Bukayo Saka. So Saka is a good player, but if you start comparing him with other players, then you really need to obviously put it in the know that the other players are really performing better than him and performing with world-class players. Trust me, if Saka was playing for City, he would have gone ahead to find it hard to obviously put himself into that ilk of really being talked about as one of the best players there, because they've been having lots of talent. You know, when you look at Foden, I think he made his debut for Man City, you know, I think like 5 years ago, but you've gone ahead to say to him that he had to really pass through the best of the best to really break through the team of Arsenal. But Saka is a very good player. I don't have a personal vendetta. And Arsenal, if it means to rest him in the game of Brentford, they will. But the other thing I've gone ahead to obviously think of when I'm going to start this video is, I don't think that Bukayo Saka is ill. It was that Arsenal had gone ahead to do the job, 5 goals, and I felt like Saka's going to have to play very many minutes, and I need to obviously rest him and really see him charged for the rest of the season. Remember, one of the things that really went ahead to affect Arsenal's season of 2022-2023 was that this side of Arsenal never rested its players, and they reached a moment where they needed their energy to raise and put in a second gear when they couldn't. The bodies were wanting. The mind was wanting, and the soul was really wanting, but the bodies couldn't because they're really tired. So what the manager is really doing is all about telling everybody that please don't really keep these players on the field of play for long. You're going to hate to say it that even Declan Rice has found himself being rested by the manager. Do you know why that is done? It's done all in the name of really getting these players fresh. So when you see the likes of Thomas Partey coming in through, freshness is going to be put in that squad, something that Arsenal really lacked last season. And I think it's all about resting Bukayo Saka, and the best reason wouldn't be that he's really sick, because when did he become sick? So he fell sick in the due course of playing the game? No way. I think the manager just went ahead to try out and really made out sorry about that. The manager just found it that it was really very respectful to really rest him and really charge for the game of Brentford. And he had gone ahead to put in an assist, you know, meaning that his goal contribution was really great. So for Saka, he's really going to be doing the needful. For Martinelli, he had a cut on his leg and they really took him off the pitch. And having gone ahead to take him off the pitch was a very big statement. And we don't know how far that cut is really going to really take, because looked like he couldn't really move. That is the worrying bit of it all, that he couldn't really move off the pitch and they just carried him out. And it reminds me of how Man United really went ahead to face it rough when they really saw Lisandro Martinez being taken off the field of play by the other players, and Martinelli was just carried off the field of play. And the worry might be there. Is it a cut? Is it a metatarsal injury? That's what you're really willing to get. But for Martinelli, I think it's really bad for him. He has been struggling to get in form, and when you look at the games he's going to play for Arsenal recently, he has been really in elite form. Remember the game against Burnley, the first goal that Ortega went ahead to score, it was courtesy of the assist of Martinelli. In the game of Newcastle, he went ahead to make an assist for the second goal of Arsenal that was scored by Kai Havertz, you know, and yesterday he really had to do the needful and really went ahead to score for the side of Arsenal. It was really a live wire into that game of football, and I really loved everything he went ahead to put up as a player for Arsenal. That's how he was really taken off the field of play, but he's not going to be missed, I tell you. Arsenal really has a lot of firepower, and Arteta showed us that he can obviously gate in Gabriel Jesus to play him on the left side and then let Kai Havertz lead the line. So he has lots of players. Trossard can do the job. Reece Nelson can do the job. We've ever gone ahead to see Emily Smith really doing well off that side. In the preseason, he went ahead to obviously play even Eddie Nketiah onto that side. So it's not something to obviously come into and really worry about, that he's really going to really not find himself, you know, doing the needful. But I can really tell you, Arsenal is really having a very brilliant squad, and I think they will not miss him, and wait and see how he's really gonna be okay. But for any manager, he would love to be having that problem of really having very many players, right? very many players are variable and would like to have such a headache. You remember what he said last season, that he prefers to have that headache other than not really waiting to really see to it that a lot doesn't go his way when his players are really injured. He'd rather really loses a game and really get to know that the problem are not injuries, it's my tactics. But every time a manager loses very many games, when he's really missing on certain players, he'll obviously say, I'm really having no players to really do this kind of job. That is it. So after that, let's quit Arsenal. Let's go to their neighbours in London. That is Chelsea. Nicolas Jackson, their talisman and the man who leads the line, has come out and said the following, that he wants more goals. He said, it's not enough because I have missed a lot. For me, I should have a lot more. But every game I try to make the team win and help my teammates. My teammates have helped me as well. So, every game, even if I don't score, I want to win. Nicolas Jackson has shown us that he's one of those players in the Premier League that's going to have to miss very many big chances. That is it. But he has going to have to continue winning. This is something I've going to hate to say here again and again, that to be one of the highest goal scorers in the league, you need to obviously have the most missed chances or the most created chances. Nicolas Jackson has going to have to score 8 Premier League goals this season, and he's really trying to run for that double figure at Chelsea. And if at all he really gets 10 goals plus, he would have gone ahead to put in a shift that maybe very few people thought he would obviously go ahead and really get. He was gold for only 35 million euros from Villarreal, and he's really doing wonders. When you look at his season at Villarreal, Nicolas Jackson played 26 games and scored 12 goals and put in 4 assists. Now, if you scored 12 and right now you're playing for Chelsea and you've gone ahead to score 8 and you're really having some 11 games to go as a team of Chelsea, then you're really doing the needful. He has 3 assists. So it looks like he's really having a very good season as a player. And for a struggling Chelsea side, if you really have those goals, then you have every reason to brag about it, because it's really one of those moments that will keep you in the know of what you're supposed to do. But 22 years of age, he still has a lot to learn. I really love him as Nicolas Jackson, as a player, and I think even the manager has gone ahead to obviously sacrifice a lot to see to it that he puts him in the side of Chelsea. And we've gone ahead to see to it that even though Nkunku is back, Nicolas Jackson is leading the line for the side of Chelsea. And even over the weekend, he really put Chelsea ahead, though that game went ahead to end 2-2, into that game of football, and it required Chelsea to obviously score late in the dying minutes of the game. So for me, I love Nicolas Jackson, and I know he's being criticized and slated, but it's just a matter of time for him to come in through and really put in those efforts and really score those required goals for his team as a player. So that is it coming in through from Nicolas Jackson, and let's really trot a little bit to the side of Man City as their second choice goalkeeper Ortega wants out. This story has been brought us by Plenty Goal. That talks between Man City and Stefan Ortega of a new contract beyond 2025 are currently stalling, with an exit this summer possible. More talks with Man City as scheduled, as Pep Guardiola is a big fan and highly values him. Now, obviously, when a goalkeeper who is really a second choice, all an understudy, comes out and tells you that he wants to leave, that means there are suitors who have gone ahead to promise him first team football. That is it. And when you are at a team like City, you are what we call a white dog. Everyone can come out and really see you. But I think he's more than a second choice goalkeeper. That is it. And if at all his urge is really there to really go ahead and really prove himself that he can obviously be better, then he should really move on. Is the team that wants to sign him in the Premier League? We don't know, but it looks like he is pushing for a move outside Man City. But he has gone ahead to play in tournaments like FA Cups of Man City. He won it for Man City last time when they beat the team I support, Man United, by 2-1. Then he went ahead to obviously show up when they are playing in the Carabao Cup, FA Cup. That's where he's always playing in there for you. And when Ederson was really injured, he showed up and really represented, and his qualities have gone ahead to be appreciated by the other team. So Ortega Moreno has gone ahead obviously coming through and really said, I don't want to be at City anymore. First and foremost, I've gone ahead to win everything that a player would love to win a club football. He won the Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, Club World Cup, Super Cup. So what else does he want? He hasn't only won the Carabao Cup, which doesn't really sound a lot in his career as a goalkeeper. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Tell me your thoughts about Martinelli, Saka injury. Blow a welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about it? Do you think Arsenal is going to miss them in the game of Brentford, or you'd like them to be rested and really be reported back, and them reporting back on duty when they are really playing FC Porto next Tuesday in the Champions League? What do you make about Ortega coming out and really putting in a very huge claim that he wants to leave the side of Man City? Do you think it's going to be a miss for City, or City will get in another good goalkeeper? And lastly, Nicolas Jackson saying he wants more goals. Do you think he'll score those many goals according to how many chances he's going to hit to miss as a player? All that and more into the comment section below. Rokani David is my name. This is the Rokani Media Football. Continue to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And Rokani David remains my name, and I sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ, and may the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David is my name. The Muslim is Barakallahu Fikum. Ciao ciao for everyone watching in through. Second video of the day. I'm out.